name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. He put the flag. Mark 54. I got it. Check 24. Check 24. Check. Lucky. Hey, it's mine. Cross. 54's Mike.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Kill. Showing that. Boom. Check 31. No, 31. Looks off. He's coming. Double up.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. First down, Brissett. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, this is Geis fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 35 on second down, Brissett able to find his running back, Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
On the set. Mike, 54's Mike. Watch 54. And what's that? And what's the ball? Echo. Right there. 54.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's a second down run with Sanders. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Uncorks one for Davis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They start on the ground with Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. Oh, he pulls over him. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Buddy up! Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Not today. Kill out. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
They'll run for it. This is White. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Here's Sanders, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, box truck. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. I'm coming for you, son. Whip. Go. Watch the whip.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check the room.
Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
On 3rd down, a run from White. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Right there, 54. 54, Mike. Watch the twist.
Out of the gun, Brissett. It's caught. This is White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a run with Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up third down and 8.
On third down, Brissett. Eluding the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All day, dog.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57.
On play action, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
They can't hang with us. 82.
On play action, it's Wentz. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Dances by him. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings! Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
And And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Switch.
Black, come on. Great 57. Hey, Alpha.
Check 3.
Other side, solid.
Check the backer. Shift.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The great blocking nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Check. Watch the C4. Let's get it together, defense.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check 99. Check 4. Check over. Undercut.
Geis. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Shift. No train.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz now on first down. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 81. Bravo.
56 to Mike. 50.
We're good.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
6-6. Pull it high. Kill.
Check 6 guys.
Go.
Check 49.
What's this?
Mike 57.
Check right. This is
Now Wentz again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, Phil. Hey, Ford, Phil. Hey, exit. Down the man inside. Down the man.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Wentz. He'll get this one complete to Davis. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, Now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain brings up third.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Check.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll go again with Sanders. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Check. Watch 54, watch 54.
He don't know no better.
Check your hot read. Share. Sit up.
Here's Geis.
Go. Run.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Geis again. Pushes him over. And now running right through it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played played better. Whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.